I'm documenting this and you're gonna get fined!
You done?
I was in the middle of mowing when an HOA officer stormed onto the property, pointing her clipboard and saying, "It's in the bylaws, I'm documenting this, and you're getting fined." The yard was completely out of control. Grass up to my knees, weeds everywhere, and the sidewalk was barely visible. The homeowner had called me because they were already under pressure from the HOA. I had just started making progress when the officer showed up, already taking pictures, like she had been waiting for this moment. I shut off the mower and tried to explain, "Ma'am, I was hired to fix this. It'll be cleaned up today." Before I could finish, she cut me off. "It doesn't matter. This property's in violation right now." That's when the homeowner came out and said. You could tell they were nervous, almost apologetic. They tried to explain. "I know it got bad. That's why I called him. He's fixing it right now." But the officer's tone only got sharper. She stepped closer, flipping through papers and raising her voice. "You've already been warned. This is unacceptable." The homeowner looked overwhelmed. "I didn't have the money before. I'm trying to fix it now." The officer shook her head and said loudly, so everyone nearby could hear, "That's not my problem. The rules are the rules." At this point, neighbors started watching from their porches. The tension in the air was heavy. I stepped in and said calmly, "The yard will be completely done today. There's no reason to issue a fine if it's being handled." She turned toward me immediately. "You don't make the rules here. I do my job." Then she wrote something down on her clipboard and said, "This fine is being issued regardless." The homeowner's face dropped. You could see the frustration and stress all at once. For a moment, everything went quiet except for the sound of distant traffic. Then the officer handed over the notice and walked away without another word. I stood there for a second, looking at the homeowner, then back at the yard. Without saying much, I restarted the mower and got back to work. The grass was thick and uneven, but I pushed through it. Pass after pass, the yard slowly came back to life. Edges cleaned, sidewalk cleared. The entire property transformed right in front of us. By the time I finished, the yard looked completely different, like it had been given a second chance. But the fine was still sitting in the homeowner's hand. Moments like that remind me, sometimes doing the right thing doesn't stop the consequences, but it still matters.